Today we're going to have a abbreviated lesson due to an assembly starting in about 20 minutes. With that being said, everyone please pay close attention so that we can complete everything before the bell rings. Today we will begin with the standards VMA IBM-4, which we're going to analyze and integrate leadership skills and management functions within the business environment. In this, we will be learning how to explain the interrelationships between the functions of business, accounting, finance, production, marketing, sales, and management. And also we'll be able to apply decision-making process to business situations. And we will discuss the impact of the business' personal reputation and image, including online presence as part of the management of the business. Now, please, students, do not worry about it. I know it sounds very technical, but we're going to take it slow, and it's not going to be all crammed up into today. We're going to do it in sections. Okay, so today we're going to begin with business communication. We're going to be discussing perception and persuasion. So I'm going to share my screen, and please let me know if you see it. Okay, can everyone see my PowerPoint?
No. I can't. Sanji's giving a thumbs up. You can see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Everybody can see it but me? Huh. That's weird. Oh, I can see it now. Okay.
Okay, good. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and look at this video. Click into the YouTube video about perception and persuasion. Can everybody see the video?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Communication is a crucial part of everyday life. We seek to persuade or make ourselves understood countless times every day, but what's going on when we do? How do communication and persuasion work? You may not think about it, but before you even open your mouth to speak, you are already communicating. What we wear, what we look like, even what we sound like, everything communicates something about us to other people, but it's not always what you think. Perception. You may have heard that first impressions are everything, but it's no exaggeration. Think about the first time you met your boss. Most people tend to group traits together. This means that if you notice that your boss is well-dressed, you may have also assumed that she is competent or intelligent just because she is well-dressed. The same goes for negative traits. If on your first day at work, your boss had come in flustered and an hour late, you may have thought that she is disorganized or even lazy. One of the most important parts of perception in communication is establishing credibility with your audience. When you are perceived as a credible source, people tend to believe the things you say. When a speaker first gets up to speak at a conference, we only know a few things: what they look like, the topic of their talk, and maybe some small amount of biographical data from the conference brochure. During the talk, the speaker can gain credibility by giving a compelling speech and also by sharing his credentials with his audience. If he does a good job establishing his credibility, he has a much better chance of persuading his audience. Persuasion is any message that intends to shape or change the response of others, either in their thoughts, attitude, or behavior. Persuasive techniques largely fall into two camps: rational or emotional appeals. A rational appeal uses logical arguments and factual evidence, whereas an emotional appeal is designed to arouse feelings, usually of fear or guilt. Persuasion doesn't always work, of course. If a message is perceived as overtly trying to persuade, or if it conflicts with some deeper truth, many will reject it. People can also be inoculated against certain messages by supplying them with counter-arguments before hearing the persuasive message. Communication is complicated already, but it it gets even more complicated when we communicate across cultures. Coming from different backgrounds often means that what you say is not what the other person is going to hear. But don't be deterred at the possibility of being misunderstood. The best advice for cross-cultural communication is simple. Pay attention to how your words are being heard and give everyone some room for error. Getting better at communication is probably the best investment anyone can make, because ultimately there is no more powerful force than someone who can persuade and influence people.
All right. Okay. So, this subject will be useful in your business and personal life, and later on in the study, you will definitely see why. Perception and persuasion are two subjects that often work hand in hand in the business arena. Business in general is summed up as the purchase of sales or goods and services, sales of goods and services in an attempt to make profit. To be successful in business, you must give the perception to your potential customers that the product or service is superior to the competition and worth the investment of their hard-earned money by means of persuading. So you got to make people understand that you have to make people understand that they want to get your money. You know, you want to get their money, but in the most positive way. You want them to feel good about the business that you're offering. While writing about your business, there are key features.
Miss Smith, what slide are you on?
I'm with this now. Let's see, we're here. Here we go. Okay. There are key features in writing about persuasion. We're going to talk about repetition, real life examples, rhetorical questions, list of three, and pictures. Okay, repetition. Has anyone ever heard of Billy Mays? He's kind of popular in the infomercial scene in the late 2000s. Anyone? I mean, early 2000s.
Is he a sports player?
No, he's right. So he was really big on that repetition thing, and I'm gonna show one of his commercials that I thought was like awesome. And I don't know why, but I just love Billy Mays. So let's look at this real quick.
Uh-oh, that'll leave a mark. And another. Stop the scratches. Hi, Billy Mays here. If scratches, dings and nicks drive you crazy, don't get frustrated. Get Fix-It, the fast action scratch remover from Simonize. Minor surface scratches like these would cost you hundreds of dollars to repair. With Fix-It, fixing that scratch is as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1, apply Fix-It to the scratch. 2, use the Simonize power bumper to push Fix-It's high-tech formula deep into the pores of the surface. 3, just wipe it away. It's that easy. The secret to Fix-It is its fast-action formula with millions of microscopic polishing agents that penetrate the scratch, restoring the paint to the original shine. Any car, any color. Fix-It fixes minor surface scratches, door dings, and swirl marks like magic. Got a really deep scratch? Never fear. Fix-It Pro is here. This is the secret scratch repair formula Body Shop pros use to make deep clear coat scratches disappear like magic. With its easy-to-use applicator, simply apply, let dry, and you're done. The resins fill the scratch while UV hardeners cure in sunlight, filling and sealing the scratch in no time flat. This is the 1-2 scratch removing power punch you've been waiting for. And right now, it's only $19.95. Call now and we'll also include the finishing kit with the handheld power bumper, soft touch pads, and microfiber polishing cloth. A $30 value, yours free. But call right now and we'll send you the Simonize turn.
Ms. Smith,
let it go on because it was a few more seconds on that commercial. But after looking at that commercial, can anyone tell me the name of the product?
Fix it.
Fix it. Okay, and even half of the commercial, he said it probably about 5 times. I counted when I watched the whole thing. He said that name of the product 16 times. Chances are, after watching that commercial, if you scratch your car, you may think of Billy Mays and fix it because of repetition. Would you all agree?
I'm gonna have to go buy some soon. Like, somebody, and I'm not gonna name names because you probably know who it is, keyed my car one day after school, and that's like a problem.
Oh no. Yeah, you might need some fixing. Okay, and another thing we're gonna talk about in persuasion.
That's what my boyfriend in, Dr. Webb.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Okay, I need y'all to definitely not that.
ha! I knew it.
Okay. Okay, the next thing we're gonna talk about when it comes to persuasion is real life examples. The product, one product that is in high demand. Yeah. Yeah.
Can you just tell me why this is important for us? I don't get it.
Okay, so we're talking about persuasion and perception, and this is important in the business and personal life. You want to give the perception, even when you're a student, you want to go into a class and you want to give the perception that you're going to pay attention. You don't want to be a problem child going into a classroom because it might turn negative towards the teacher and they may not pay you any attention. That could be one thing as in your life right now. Or when you get older, you want to, like if you go into a job interview, you want to be perceived as someone who knows what they're talking about. And it goes the same for the teachers. The teachers want to be able to show that they know what they're talking about. And that's a part of the perception and the persuasion. Once you become an entrepreneur or whatever you want to sell in life, whether it be selling yourself to a new man or selling yourself, not with money, but, as someone worth investing time or anything into you, you want to be able to persuade them that you're worth it. Does that make sense?
Oh, I hear you. I'll definitely have some interest of making myself look good to some people.
Yeah. That's right. Okay, so this slide talks about real life examples. One product that is in high demand at all ages, cell phones. And most people do not even use their house phones anymore. There are certain aspects that every digital phone has. And right here, this slide shows a Nokia Lumia, which is, it's a good phone, I guess. But they're highlighting things that all phones have. And this is that perception that it's the best, and they're trying to persuade you, saying it's the 4 flex payments of $37.49, and it's just the best. It's probably just like every other phone out there. So that's kind of like a real life example. Next, we'll look at rhetorical questions. Many times the questions are a little misleading. Do you like to wake up restful in the morning? Well, doesn't like to wake up restful in the morning. So the questions are kind of making you answer the way that's going to benefit their product. And those are those rhetorical questions. Okay. And the list of 3 talks about choices. Many times you really don't have a choice. They just make you think you have a choice. They're going to say, aren't you cold? You have 3 coats to choose from, a red, blue, and a green. But they all come from the same manufacturer, so really you don't have a choice.
That's an awesome cartoon.
Yeah, the cow's going to the slaughterhouse regardless of the choice he makes. He thinks he has a choice, but he really doesn't. Okay. pictures are extremely helpful in business. Which photo did you see here? The one with the glass, the white background or the red background looks most refreshing? Which one would you rather have?
The red background.
Red.
Red.
Yeah, everybody says red. I even asked my 6-year-old daughter which one would she rather have, and she said the one with the red background because of the ice hitting the Coca-Cola, it just looks so refreshing. So even as a young child, you can be persuaded by pictures. It can be the same glass of Coca-Cola, but the one that's flashing looks like it's just so refreshing. Okay, now I think we have the persuasion down. Now let's talk a little about perception. I recently read, somebody have a question, sorry? Someone have a question? Okay. I recently read that reality is that which exists independently of your perception or beliefs. Your perception may be aligned with reality, and then it may not be, and you won't even know it. The most important thing I think you should understand about perception is awareness. Our perceptual systems allows us to successfully interact with the world around us if you are aware, which allows us to survive in life. You guys understand what I'm meaning about perception?
Yes.
In the picture that you see, what do you guys see?
I see little Mexicans.
About the kiss. Yeah, Mexican.
Yeah, it's
It looks like 2 old people.
And then I see the Mexican under the guitar and the lady side.
you see the 2 Mexicans, one playing a guitar, one has something on the hat, and then
And
the
the
2
gold goblet.
Yes, the gold goblet is in the middle. Depending on how you look at it, you can always perceive it a little differently. Okay, so for the last few minutes, we're going to go ahead and look at the exercise that is on in the handout that I emailed to everyone. We're going to look at that, and I'll be looking around as you go through the exercise. If you have any questions, you just let me know. But I want to leave you.
Are you talking about the word list, Miss Smith?
Yes, the word list. Word list is going to
Miss Smith, I'm a little confused. So for our crossword puzzle, it says making big. So could I put like gigantic for 1 down?
let me look at it real quick.
Do you just put any words in there that fit?
No, they should be on your list that I gave earlier in
Oh,
another.
so we have to use the words on the list?
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. So that is gonna take a little bit, so I need you to bring that back, tomorrow as homework. And if you don't finish your word list, and on the word list, what you'll have to do is you'll match the words to the definition. So if you have any questions, again, for the last few minutes that we have in class, you just let me know. But I'm going to have to leave you with this last, before the bell rings, this last thought. It's a simple but deeper argument. Perhaps your own worldview is preventing you from seeing, recognizing, and internalizing some ideas that feel outside of your own worldview, or could be interpreted differently by others from the way you know them to be true. Tonight's class was just scratching the surface of business communication. I hope that everyone can look at life a little different and also remember how people may perceive you.